Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Contenting Life. Today, we are going to talk about how to write your first article. So, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and support if you want to have more videos about content marketing. And let's dive into this today's topic. So, let's just start. You know that feeling, right? You sit down, ready to be productive. You open up a new document, and bam! It's just you and this big empty white screen. I call it white monster. It feels like it's staring back at you, waiting. Honestly, for most of us, this is the single hardest part of writing anything. But today, we're going to change that. This isn't just going to be a few quick tips. This is a full guide to help you understand why this happens and build a toolkit to make sure that blank page is never scary again. So let's start with why. Let's understand this fear. First, let's talk about why a blank page feels so scary. It's not just you, it's how our brains are wired. When you understand the why, it's so much easier to find the right fix. The first reason, I must be honest to say that the first reason is the pressure of perfectionism. Let's be honest, most of the time we're scared to start because we want it to be perfect from the very first word. We have this amazing, brilliant idea in our heads, and we are terrified that the words we put on the page won't be good enough to match it. That pressure to be perfect is completely paralyzing. It's the number one reason we choose to do nothing instead of starting something. The second reason is the fear of judgment. And there's that little voice in your head, that little gremlin that pops up and starts whispering doubts. What if people think this is dumb? What if my boss hates me? What if I get a bad grade? We worry about what our friends, our teachers, or even strangers on the internet will think. That fear can get so loud that it stops you from ever writing a single word. And the third reason is feeling overwhelmed by choice. Sometimes the problem isn't a lack of ideas, it's having too many ideas. A blank page represents a million different directions you could go. Trying to choose the single right one is exhausting before you ever begin. Your brain just gets stuck trying to decide, and it's easier to just scroll social media instead. So let's go back to the Instagram, yeah? No, we have some solutions for that. So let's go to the second part of the video. We're going to talk about the how. How can I solve this problem? How can I defeat this monster? And we're going to provide you some practical toolkit. Now that we know the enemy, let's build your toolkit for fighting back. These are practical, easy things you can do right now to get words on the page. First, just make a mess. I call it the vomit draft. It's my favorite way to start. Don't try to be good. Don't even try to make sense. Set a time for about, 10 or 15 minutes and just type. Let it be a total brain dump. If you write sentences that don't make sense, great. It's not a problem. If you misspell words, who cares? The only goal is to fill the page with words. We are not writing a final draft, guys. We're just throwing paint at the canvas to get rid of the white. We're just trying to put some bullets in the head, in the heart, in the hands of that monster. We're just going to kill it step by step. Second step is that use the just one sentence trick. What is this trick about? If a whole page feels like too much, just lie to yourself, Seriously, tell yourself, I'm just going to write one good sentence. That's it, no big deal. This is a little mind trick that instantly. Oh, what is this narration? Sorry, guys. This is a little mind trick that instantly lowers the pressure. What usually happens is that one sentence turns into two, then a paragraph, and suddenly you're actually writing. Trust me, guys, I've done it many times. And another technique, the third one, let's try the Pomodoro technique. Everyone talks about it. It's a game changer for focus. Well, how can I do that? It's easy. Get a timer. You can use your phone or a kitchen timer, maybe. You set it for 25 minutes and you just write. No email, no checking your phone, just writing. Just, hearing the click sound of your keyboard. What I love is that clicking sound, When the timer goes off, you take a 5-minute break, walk around, stretch, do whatever. It doesn't matter. It works because it tricks your brain into thinking, I can do anything for just 25 minutes. It makes a huge task feel like a series of small, easy sprints. Let's go to the fourth technique and toolkit. Change your tools or scenery. Your brains form connections with your habits. If you always feel stuck at your desk on your laptop, change it up. Try writing in a notebook with a pen you really like. The physical feeling of writing can unlock something new. Or take your laptop to a different place. A new environment like a coffee shop, a library, or a park, or a co-working space. I don't know. Any of them can spark new ideas just by changing your perspective. So let's go to the next one. Talk it out first. If typing feels like too much pressure, then just talk. Open the voice memo app on your phone and talk through your ideas as if you were explaining them to a friend. Ramble, go off on tangents, it doesn't matter. Why you play it back? You'll be surprised at how many great sentences and clear ideas you already have. Your job just becomes transcribing and polishing. Let's go to the sixth one. Skip the beginning. Introductions are often the hardest part to write. Trust me, I still have problem with writing introductions. So let's not write them. There's no rule that says you have to write in order. Start with the easiest part. Write the exciting point in the middle, or even write the conclusion first. You can always go back and build a bridge to it later. A finished paragraph, no matter where it goes, is a huge confidence booster. So, let's go to the third part, the what next. It means we are going to build a lasting habit for us. We are going to become a writer, so it has to be our habit, For me, myself, after, 10 or 11 years of writing for different industries, you don't believe me, maybe I have written from technology to medicine, to modern fashion and everything, It has to become your habit. You have to live with the sound of the keyboard. So let's talk about how we can build this habit. All of the tricks I talked about are great for getting started today. But how do you build a blank page for good? The secret isn't a trick, it's a habit. And there are some steps just to make this a habit. First, you can treat writing like a muscle. You wouldn't expect to go to the gym once and be strong. Writing is the exact same. You have to work that muscle regularly to keep it stronger. The goal is consistency, my friends, not intensity. Writing for just 15 minutes every day is far more powerful than writing for 3 hours once a month. Second trick is to use habit stacking. The easiest way to build a new habit is to stack it onto one you already have. For example, tell yourself, every day after I pour my morning coffee, I will sit down and write for 15 minutes. By linking the new habit to the existing one, your brain starts to do it automatically. And the third trick, find your golden hour. Pay attention to your own energy. Are you sharpest first thing in the morning, or are you like me? You have to, drink some coffee just to get started, just to wake up. Just find the hour. Do you get a burst of creativity late at night? It doesn't matter. Just try to schedule your writing time during your personal golden hour. Stop trying to force yourself to be a morning writer if you're a night owl. Work with your body's natural clock, not against it. So, the next time you face that blank page, just remember you have a whole toolkit ready. You understand the fear and you have practical steps to beat it. The monster isn't so scary when you know exactly how to fight it. So, this is it, guys. Thank you very much for spending time and listening to my tips and tricks. I hope you liked it, but I'm still really curious. What are your tricks for getting started? Please share your best tips in the comments below so we can all learn from each other.